A new beginning. The story of Paula. My name is Paula. I work in a small office in the city. Today has been a long, difficult day. There were too many emails, too many calls, and not even a moment for lunch. I am tired, hungry, and all I want is to go home, eat something warm, and sleep. When the workday finally ends, I take the bus back. The city outside the window looks dull and heavy under the evening light. People are hurrying home, holding coffee cups and briefcases. I look at them and wonder, do they all feel the same kind of exhaustion? The bus stops in front of my apartment building. A tall, gray structure with flickering lights in the lobby. I step off, take a deep breath, and walk toward the entrance. When I open the main door, it's dark inside. No lights. The elevator isn't working either. I sigh. The power is out again. I whisper to myself, of course. Just perfect. Then I take a deep breath, adjust my bag on my shoulder, and start climbing the stairs. My apartment is on the 6th floor. The stairway is silent. The kind of silence that echoes with your own footsteps. Tap, tap, tap. Each step sounds louder in the empty air. Halfway up, I hear something. Another sound. Footsteps. Soft, slow, behind me. Step, step, step. I freeze. Someone's there. My heartbeat quickens. I tell myself, it's nothing. Maybe someone else is going upstairs. But the steps match my rhythm. When I walk faster, they walk faster. When I stop, they stop. The silence presses down on me. Fear wraps around my chest. My palms start to sweat. Who's there? I whisper, but my voice sounds weak, lost in the dark. No answer. Only stillness. I grip my bag tightly, the only thing I can use to defend myself. Then, before I can think anymore, I spin around and swing it with all my strength. Thud. A soft groan. And suddenly, the lights flicker back on. A young man stands in front of me, holding his head. Ow! Why did you do that? He says, surprised and half laughing. I freeze. Not a thief. Not a stranger in the dark. He's wearing jeans and holding a pizza box. He looks at me, confused but smiling. I live here, he says. Just moved in today. Embarrassment burns my cheeks. I'm so sorry, I mumble. I thought you were someone else. He laughs lightly, rubbing his head. No problem. I guess this is my welcome gift. Then he lifts the pizza box and adds, would you like a slice? I stare at him, half in shock, half in disbelief. Then I laugh, a real laugh, the first in days. We sit on the stairs, sharing the pizza between bites and laughter. We talk. His name is Alex. He's new to the city, just like I once was. He likes music. I like dogs. And somehow, in that quiet stairwell, between leftover pizza and tired smiles, the heaviness of my day fades away. Sometimes, one moment of fear turns into the beginning of something new. The next few days pass quietly. But I can't stop thinking about that night. The dark hallway. The echo of footsteps. And that strange, funny meeting with Alex. Every evening when I walk through the same doorway, I half expect the lights to go out again. And for someone to appear from the shadows holding pizza. The city keeps spinning. Work, noise, deadlines. But something small inside me has changed. It's like a door opens somewhere in my chest. One evening, the power goes out again. The building is silent, just like before. I hold my phone flashlight up the stairs. The beam shakes with my tired hand. Each step creaks. My heart beats a little faster. But this time, I'm not afraid. The memory of that first night feels warm now, not scary. I smile at the thought of my own overreaction. How I hit a man with a bag full of paperwork. At the 5th floor, I pause. Someone's humming softly. A familiar tune. I turn my head. Alex is sitting on the stairs, a guitar beside him. Hey, Paula, he says. Power's out again. I thought music might help. I laugh. Maybe that's exactly what we need. He strums a few notes, gentle, soothing, filling the darkness with something that feels like light. For a while, we just sit there, listening to the melody echo between the walls. And for the first time in a long time, I don't mind the dark at all. After that, we start running into each other more often. Sometimes in the elevator, sometimes in the hallway. Sometimes he brings pizza, sometimes I bring coffee. It becomes easy, natural. One evening, I tell him, "You play really well." He smiles, a little shy. "Thanks. I used to play for my friends back home. Now, it's mostly just for myself." I ask, "Why did you move here?" He shrugs. "A new job. A new city. I guess I was looking for something different." Then he adds softly, "Maybe a new start." That phrase lingers in my mind, a new start. Maybe I've been looking for the same thing. We sit by the window in the stairwell. The city lights glowing below us. He talks about music, I talk about my work. And slowly the distance between us disappears. That night, as I lie in bed, I think about how sometimes life gives us small gifts, hidden inside ordinary evenings. The next morning, I wake up before my alarm. The sunlight feels softer than usual. I stretch, smile, and think about the night before. The laughter, the warmth of the pizza, the sound of his guitar. At work, my day feels different. The noise doesn't bother me as much. Even my boss's sarcastic tone can't ruin my mood. I answer calls, reply to emails, and feel a quiet calm inside. When I get home, the elevator is working. But I take the stairs anyway. On the 5th floor, I hear his voice. "Hey, you didn't take the elevator again?" I laugh. "I guess I've started to like the stairs." He grins. "See? Good things happen on staircases." We both laugh. He's holding his guitar case. "Come up for a bit," he says. "I'll play you something." His apartment is still half unpacked. Boxes on the floor, a few books stacked near the wall. But it feels cozy. Lived in. He plays a soft tune. A song that sounds like sunset and rain and memories. When the music stops, I whisper, "That was beautiful." He smiles. "Thanks. Music keeps me sane." I nod. I wish I had something like that. Sometimes it feels like my whole life is just work. Then maybe you just need a new rhythm, he says. Or maybe a friend who can play one for you. We both laugh quietly. That evening, we drink tea, talk about books, dogs, and dreams. He tells me about his old dog, Marley. And I tell him I always wanted one but never had the time. "Maybe we'll get one together someday," he says. I tease him, "Together? Does that make us partners?" He grins. "At least co-owners of a future dog." Time slips by. When I finally stand to leave, I don't want to. At the door, he says, "Paula, thanks for coming. You made this new city feel like home." And for the first time in a long time, someone's words make my heart feel full. The next evening, he texts me, "Come to the rooftop at sunset. I have a surprise." When I arrive, the sky is painted in shades of gold and orange. Alex is there with his guitar, 2 plates, and a little speaker. He smiles. "I thought we could watch the sunset." People forget how beautiful the sky is from here. We sit together as he plays a new tune. Soft, calm, full of quiet happiness. When he finishes, I ask, "What's it called?" He smiles. "A New Beginning." "Is it about me?" I ask playfully. "Maybe," he says, "or maybe about us." We eat pizza, homemade this time, and laugh about everything and nothing. Then the rain starts. Tiny drops at first, then steady, cool drizzle. Instead of running inside, I stay. The rain falls on my face, my hands, my hair. It feels like the whole city is breathing again. "I used to love the rain," I say. Alex replies, "Then love it again." Moments like this don't come twice. I close my eyes and lift my face to the sky. And for the first time in years, I feel completely alive. When the rain stops, we sit quietly, watching the lights of the city below. I whisper, "Sometimes one moment of fear, one moment of loneliness, can lead to something beautiful." He nods. And sometimes the end of one story is just the beginning of another. I rest my head on his shoulder. The sound of distant traffic, the cool air, the smell of rain. Everything feels peaceful. And I realize I am no longer tired, no longer afraid, no longer alone. Because sometimes, one small moment of fear can truly become the beginning of something new. The end, a new beginning.